Alright, so it's been a while, but we're back with another battle report. We got 1850 this time. We have Deamons over here on this side versus Tau over on the far side there. I got a whole bunch of new terrain, just got it put together this week, so it's not painted yet, but it looks really cool, so we're going to try it out for the first time today. Start with my list. I have Bellicor here in the back. I have two proxies. These two Nurgle drones are actually supposed to be Khorne Heralds. I just haven't got the Khorne Heralds actually built yet, just assembling this army now. So that one there is actually my Warlord. He's got the Axe of Khorne, all that jazz. 20 dogs. Another Herald with 20 dogs, also has the axe. Two Soul Grinders. They're custom cut up Defilers. They both have Mark of Slanesh and the Torrent Flamer. So there's one there and one down here in the bottom corner. I've actually already scout moved forward. We already did all the scout moves and everything. Down here I have 12 Horrors with Summoning and Flickering Fire. In reserve I have another 12 Horrors with Flickering Fire and Possession, and also 3 Nurglings. And then over on the far side we have all kinds of stuff. An Earthcast Riptide on the left side there with the Ion Accelerator. A Devilfish full of Fire Warriors, I think there's 11 of them inside. Down in front we have Pathfinders with 3 Rail Rifles. A Sniper Drone Team. Another Devilfish with 11 Fire Warriors and a Fireblade, is it? Fireblade? That is an empty Devilfish that goes to one of the Pathfinder squads. Back behind on that little piece of hill there is Envu and his bodyguard, and then in the far back is a single broadside. Back in the corner there is another squad of Pathfinders with 3 rail rifles, and then on this side is a commander with some marker drones. So it's actually Farsight, Enclave. No, it's not Farsight. They're the allies. Farsight are allies. So it's Tau Codex with Farsight allies. And they also have 3 suits in reserve that are troops due to being Farsight. They have Twin Link Flamers, or Twin Link Meltas and Flamers. But we did roll for kill points. So there's no objectives this time around. And I seize the initiative. Tau will actually going first. I scout, move forward, and then seize. So we'll see how it goes for Demon's turn 1. Alright, it's the end of Demon's turn 1. Not a whole lot happened, kind of just moved forward. These dogs ran into that building just to hide for now. It's a solid back building, so they're hiding from those large blast inputs. These dogs ran up. Bellicor tried to invisible him, but he failed it. Soul Grinders just moved and ran, and then the Horrors, of course, just sat in this building and produced more charges. The only thing that happened is Bellicor Psychic Shrieked the commander squad of the drones and killed 3 drones and did a wound to the commander. What is that called? The Warp Storm table did nothing. Rolled and got the Storm of Fire. The only thing it hit was the Riptide, which it couldn't really hurt. It was only strength 4 against toughness 6 and all that jazz. But anyway, so we just moved up. It's Tau turn 1. We'll be back and see how many dogs you can kill in one turn. Alright, so into Tau 1, and it was brutal. You can see the dog squad is reduced to 3 dogs and the Herald. So 17 dead dogs, and they each have 2 wounds apiece. So that is a lot of dead dog. And also Bellicor took 2 wounds like a mook. Yeah, they only forced 3 saves on him and took 2 of them. Well, actually, he grounded also, so he took 4 wounds, but he made the last the grounding check. The drones disembarked from all the Devilfish to form a wall to try and block off my dog squad hiding in the bunker here. Other than that, that was pretty much the entire army opened fire into that big dog unit. So, oh yeah, and that front Devilfish moved flat out. That was the one that had the Pathfinders in it. So the 2 Devilfish with Fire Warriors moved up. They dumped out the Fire Warriors. Those are what did most of the damage into the dogs. All those carbine shots really put a hurt on him with marked light support. So we'll be back with Demon's turn 2 and see what I can do to fight some Tau. Alright, so the end of Demon's turn 2, it was a good bit of catch up for us. I think I still lost more points round 1 than Tau did this turn, but we're at least in their lines now. Everything kind of just advanced. Soul Grinder moved forward, the dogs came out and assaulted all the drones that were there. This Soul Grinder moved up. 1 unit of Pink Horrors came in, the Nurglings stayed off so they didn't come in. Bellicor just flew up the side there, and both Heralds are now in this dog squad. The other one's on this side of the building, can't see him there. The 3 dogs that survived from the other unit assaulted and wrecked that Devilfish. A squad of Fire Warriors got flickering fired by the Horrors and then fell off the table, even with a reroll from Envu in the back there. Is that his name, Envu? Enva, whatever his name is. That guy. Space Pope. The Riptide took a wound from the Warp Storm table, which is really funny actually. And that was about it. I just kind of advanced and assaulted. So I got first blood and 2 kill points, 1 from the Fire Warriors and 1 from that Devilfish. There was a kind of a mistake made right here. He was measuring range from my Flamer template over to try and avoid it on those sniper drones, but he didn't bother to check range on that squad of Fire Warriors. So I barbecued him all the way down to about 4 guys and the Fireblade left there with this guy here moved up and got him with that torrent flamer. So we'll be back with Tau turn 2 and see what they can do. Alright, it's the end of Tau turn 2, and invisibility really saved the dogs this turn. I think I only lost about 5 of them and a few odd wounds here or there. And also there was far less fire warriors shooting into them this turn than last turn. The commander split off from his lone marker drone that's there in the back and assaulted into that 3-man dog squad. One got shot to death and then took another wound in combat, but they stuck out. His squad of suits came in from reserve with the Twin Link Melta-Guns, shot into my Soul Grinder and mobilized it, and then did another hull point, but they immobilized one that hurts, so can't turn around and assault him anymore. And other than that, just a bunch of repositioning in the backfield. Oh no, I lied. I lost a bunch of pink horrors. The Riptide fired in a large blast and blew up a bunch of pink horrors. And Bellicor is jinking due to the broadside. But that's what we got on turn 2 for the Tau, so back with turn 3 for the Demons. Alright, it's the end of Demons turn 3, and it was a fairly decent turn for the Demons, I want to think. The dogs moved up and combi assaulted the Devilfish and the Sniper drones that were with it. The Soul Grinder moved up and flamed some of those Pathfinders that used to be there. And then I actually split the Heralds off. They kind of consolidated back together, but they're actually not a unit anymore. Each Herald split off into its own unit, and the dogs went to the left. This Herald assaulted one of the Pathfinder units and killed it. This my Warlord Herald right there assaulted the other Pathfinder unit, which didn't get flamed by the Soul Grinder. And he killed only one in the combat, but didn't take any wounds back, so he's still there. Bellicor is still flying. He did a sweeping, what do you call that, swooping attack? Whatever it is. He flew over top that lone drone in the back and killed it. That's all that matters. The commander back there killed my last 2 dogs he was in combat with, and he consolidated out. And then all of my horrors moved up and shot into this suit squad, killed one, and then did another wound. And my Nurglings, my poor Nurglings, they tried to deep strike and mishapped, and he got to place them, so he put them right in front of his flamers. So that is where we're at on the end of Demon turn 3. We'll be back with Tau turn 3 and see what happens. Alright, it's the end of Tau turn 3, and they're giving us a little bit of a fight back here. Nothing actually shot into the dogs. The dogs were pretty much ignored this turn, because everything shot back into Bellicor. And as you can see, no more Bellicor. So he died, he went down to the Riptide, finished him off. And then Anva actually assaulted into this lone Herald right here. One of his little bodyguard cohorts stabbed him in the face, so I took a wound by 1 combat, but they're all stubborn. Same thing with this one with the Pathfinders here. I killed a couple of them, but they're all stubborn. Over here, his commander assaulted into my pink horrors and killed a few. I actually did a couple wounds back to him though, so he's wounded now. But he won combat, I held... No, we drew. We drew combat. Yeah, it was a tie there. The melted guys moved up and melted my Soul Grinder. Actually exploded. I don't even know what's there anymore. I'll pick it up here in a minute. So that exploded. It's dead. And that was pretty much it. So we're in combat a whole bunch. Bellicor died, and we're back with Demons turn 4. Alright, it's the end of Demons turn 4. I picked up a few more kill points. The dogs went around the back and ate that broadside that was back there. This Soul Grinder shot into that Devilfish is up on the hill, had 1 whole point left. Strength 6 Flamer, rolled a 6 and glanced it out. So Strength 6 Flamers for the win. There's a single fire warrior that jumped back inside of it, so he bailed out next to that Riptide. Combat over here, I did 2 wounds to Anva. He did no wounds back, but they're all stubborn. Same thing with the other Herald. I killed 2 Pathfinders, but they're stubborn there also, so they held out. Over this side, though, the Nurglings came in to help out the Pink Horrors, and we were able to kill out that the commander and the single drone that were with him. And over here, I shot him with flickering fire again, but he made all of his saves in that shield drone, so nothing happened there. But not looking too bad right now. We'll be back with Tau turn 4 and see what happens. Alright, so we're back with the end of Tau turn 4, and it was a mixed bag for the Tau. Riptide moved up, shot into those pink horrors. They made an incredible number of saves and lived. These suits moved up and flamed the Nurglings and then assaulted into them. I was able to kill the shield drone that was with them, and they put some wounds on the Nurglings, but we held out there. Over here in Assault, I killed Anva. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we killed Anva with the Herald, but then his bodyguard killed my Herald back. So the Herald actually died. My Warlord Herald able to kill the Pathfinders he was in combat with finally. And that's it. Riptide moved up, so we're going to go back with Demons turn 5 and see what happens.
I'll mark a spot for you because I don't want you to forget.
So the end of Demon turn 5 it was a really kind of a comical turn with what happened to Riptide there, but the Soul Grinder shot into that lone guy, that lone bodyguard that was left, and killed him off. My Herald went in, assaulted and killed that fire warrior that was there. The dogs assaulted in and caused like 6-7 wounds to the Riptide, and he rolled a pile of 1s, and he is no more. Over here, the suits killed my Nurglings, and down here, this big horror squad decided to turn themselves into a Greater Demon. So I have Lord Change there. So I'll be back with Tau turn 5 and see if this little squad can kill off my horse. Alright, so that's the end of Tau turn 5. The suits just moved up and shot into that horror squad. So, funny story, there was 3 horrors there. Those are Flamer squads plus Twin League Meltas. Killed 2? Killed 2 horrors, assaulted in with all of their strength 5 swings, and that last horror survived all of it. He's just standing there like a boss. But anyway, so they're there. We rolled, the game ended. Added up the points. It's 6 kill points for the Tau, and it is 16 overall for the Demons. I got 13 kill points, plus Lionbreaker, First Blood, and Warlord. So a solid win for the Demons, and that's it. So it was a good game. Greater Demon, you do anything, but he's cool. Hang out in the back. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back later with another one.